You're having a bad day. Those 2 red dots on your ankle look really bad, buddy. Looks like you've been bitten by a snake. You have no idea if it was venomous or not. So here's what might happen next. If it wasn't venomous, consider yourself lucky. You're probably going to be fine. Still, any snake's fangs carry thousands of bacteria on them. And when they penetrate the skin, these little pests get into your blood to wreak havoc inside your body. The most terrifying of them cause tetanus, a severe condition that's incurable if you don't get medical help in advance. Worse still, you might be that unfortunate person to have an allergy to snake saliva, like bees or peanuts. Oh yeah, peanuts can be shady. When enzymes in the saliva mix with your blood, your body starts trying to get rid of them. It doesn't realize it's basically fighting itself. So, the conflict quickly escalates and you begin feeling nauseous and weak. Eventually, it becomes hard to breathe and you may even faint. So, even if you've been bitten by a non-venomous snake, call for help pronto. Then there's a worse scenario. The snake was indeed venomous. Every snake species has its own kind of venom that acts differently from others. Let's see. It can affect either heart and nerves, muscles, or blood vessels. It always starts with a sharp pain at the place of bite. The snake opened its mouth wide, punctured your flesh with its 2 upper fangs, and injected its venom through the channels inside them. The venom goes straight into your bloodstream, and that's when the real black magic begins. If the bite marks are clearly seen on the smooth skin and there's nothing else, it might have been a crate. If the bite starts swelling, it was probably a cobra. You start feeling dizzy, hot, and sweating right away. But that's not venom yet. It's you. You're scared of seeing those bite marks, and the hormones adrenaline and cortisol rut from your adrenal glands into your blood to make you blush and tremble. Your heart's beating faster now. Helping the venom spread more rapidly. Soon, you'll start feeling stomach pain and cramps. The toxic enzymes in the snake's venom are reacting with your blood, getting to internal organs and muscles. They're all close to each other, so the toxic stuff hits them quickly and aggressively. And when the venom has gone through your liver, kidneys, and heart, which takes about 15 minutes, it spreads to the nerve endings. It's at this point you begin losing touch with reality, literally. At first, your eyelids will become increasingly heavy. Eyelid muscles are some of the smallest in the body and have few nerves, which makes them an easy target for venom. Then the toxins go on and on through your circulation, filling your smaller blood vessels like a sponge. And as they do, nerves stop functioning from your head down, because they're controlled by the brain. It's just getting worse, isn't it? From your eyes, the numbness spreads across your face. Your lips and cheeks become tight, making you look as if you're annoyed with something. Within an hour or 2, you will lose the ability to speak and see. The nerves in your face will have turned off completely, but the effects of the bite will go further down, short-circuiting your tongue, lower jaw, neck, diaphragm. Oh boy! When this happens, unfortunately, you're almost beyond rescue. If the diaphragm stops responding, your lungs can't function properly, and you stop breathing. And we really shouldn't do that. If you're lucky enough, though, the bite could be light, and then the numbness will not affect your vital systems. It'll still spread from the head down your whole body, but won't be able to get deep inside, going through your top layer, so to say. You might lose feelings in your fingers and toes, your skin, and even be unable to move properly. But if you can see and breathe, the symptoms might go away by themselves in a few days. Don't bet on that, though, and call the ambulance as soon as you realize something's wrong. Finally, all this may be completely irrelevant to you, because what you feel is not numbness, it's heartache. Both cobras and elapids have a type of venom that goes straight for your heart. When it gets there, and that's pretty soon, it might make the main muscle of your body beat faster or slower, as well as causing irregular beating. This is a huge strain on your heart. You know what to do. Other muscles can also be affected, especially by sea snake venom. It has special toxins that target muscles. And as your eyes get heavy, you might also feel cramps. first in your stomach, and then rapidly spreading to your arms, legs, and chest. You will have trouble moving because your muscles will grow stiff and touching anything will become an ordeal because of the tenderness. In the end, the venom may make you lie in bed and wait until it goes away. If it goes away, boy, let's just pile on, shall we? Now, if you look at the bite mark and see it swelling and there's blood from the 2 punctures, it means you've been bitten by a viper. This venom acts differently and is even more terrifying. Oh, gee. Its molecules are larger and can spread so quickly in the bloodstream. That's why they head for your lymph nodes and act from there. As a result, the venom is slow and painful. At first, you will only feel scared and dizzy because of that. Then, after 15 minutes, the venom will start spreading through your body. Beginning from where the viper bit you, the thick and viscous substance will mess with your blood, making it clot and causing bruises. The higher it goes, the more of your body it affects. But this progress is slow compared to the effects of cobra and elapid bites. If you don't get medical help, you will notice the swelling growing every hour. As the venom works its way through your lymph, it will make it go against you, causing even more swelling. Lymph is your body's primary defensive barrier. It's a fluid that contains white blood cells, which fight diseases. Venom gets into their ranks and causes disarray. White blood cells attack it to no avail and it spreads ever further. And when the vile thing reaches lymph nodes, they swell, desperately trying to get rid of the intruder. Production of lymph increases and the bitten part of your body gets more swollen by the hour. Depending on the potency and amount of venom, your limb will grow twice in size by day 2 or 3 from that bite. Since we're talking about your ankle, it's your whole leg that will get affected, foot to hip. You won't be able to walk, of course, and sitting will also be off limits. The only hope at this stage is to lie in bed and try not to move. Even this late, there's still a chance your body will cure itself. But if there's any possibility to get you to the hospital, what do you think? Yeah, you should still do it. What the heck? When bitten by a snake, you might panic and do it all wrong. So, increase your chances of survival by calming yourself down. Fear will make your heart beat faster, pumping blood through your body, and with that, the venom. It still needs time to reach your circulation. So, stay calm and lie down, keeping the bitten limb below your heart. Gravity will do the job then. Don't ever try to suck the venom out of the wound. It spreads too rapidly for you to help yourself. You won't even get a drop of it out this way, but only increase your heart rate again by straining. Put away that knife and never try to cut the bite to let out the venom. Like I said, it's already in your blood, and you can make matters worse by cutting. If you didn't have infection inside the wound, you might get it from that knife. Applying cold won't help either. Cold restricts normal blood flow, making venom stay where it is and doing more damage to a single place. Venom might also make tissues more vulnerable to frostbite. You could end up losing a limb. Same goes for tight bandages and tourniquets. When blood flows freely, it lets the venom spread, of course, but also dilutes it, making the substance less potent. The bite might not be as dangerous as you think, but by applying a tight bandage, you can triple its power. Hey, look, you made it. You're in the good place. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Never mind. It's almost midnight. Your room is dark. It's quiet around. And the temperature is just right. You're about to drift off when you hear the worst sound ever. Ah, this buzzing. Mosquitoes have tracked you down again. What's so tasty about you that these bugs pick you over all other people in the room every single night? You're such a sweet guy, huh? Think again. It might be about your blood. There's some proof that people with type O blood are the most popular among mosquitoes. The next preferred blood type is type A. Skiers are great learners. They know how to connect some cues, for example, your smell, with how delicious your blood is. If they like it, they might visit you again and again. Mosquitoes' penchant for picking you over others might not be about your blood. These buzzers are extremely skilled hunters. They pick up on the chemicals your body gives off. Their antennae have more than 70 different receptors. With their help, a mosquito can detect carbon dioxide in your breath from hundreds of feet away. When you work out or run, you produce more carbon dioxide. Mosquitoes detect such changes in the air. As soon as they realize you're nearby, they move closer. These insects can also be attracted to certain compounds your sweat contains. These compounds can make you smell in a specific way, which can lure the buzzing bugs. Mosquitoes' favorite compounds are ammonia and lactic acid. Yum. Now, whether an insect likes your smell or not also depends on your genetics and the bacteria living on your skin. If some of your relatives get bitten by mosquitoes more often than other people, you might have the same problem on your hands. As per bacteria, the more diverse the molecules living on your skin are, the less attractive you are to mosquitoes. Your body generates heat and creates tiny amounts of water vapor close to your skin. How much exactly depends on the temperature around. When a mosquito gets closer to you, it analyzes the level of heat and the amount of water vapor. Only after that, it decides to bite or not to bite. That is the question. Scientists have discovered that mosquitoes prefer their food source, that you to be of a certain temperature, not too hot, not too cold. Researchers aren't sure why, but mosquitoes seem to be attracted to people wearing dark clothes. It might be because these insects can hardly fly when there's even a light breeze. Then they try to stay closer to the ground. From down there, they spot people by comparing their shadows to the horizon. Light colors blend in and dark ones stand out. That's why if you're dressed in black, you become a desirable prey. It's also easier for mosquitoes to notice a moving object. Motion sets it apart from its surroundings. By scurrying around or gesticulating a lot, you give yourself away. But unless you're ready to spend the summer dressed in all white and sitting still, you'll have to endure skiers' attacks. Oh, by the way, the recommendation to move as little as possible is rather controversial. Mosquitoes are smart critters with a surprisingly good memory. If you start brushing them off or try to swat them, they'll remember your scent, and then they'll avoid you for at least 24 hours not to get in harm's way. They'll hunt someone else instead. Now, in case you're asking, rain won't protect you from these buzzing predators. The average raindrop is more than 50 times heavier than a mosquito. Yet, the tiny insect manages to fly around without any problems. For comparison, if it was a Boeing 747 that collided with a raindrop half-an times its size, it would have more than 2,000 tons of water crashing down on it. There would be no hope for the poor aircraft. Some people believe that mosquitoes are fast enough to dodge raindrops. In reality, these insects move too slowly to get knocked down from the sky. Their average flight speed is no more than 1 and 1/2 salwank. If mosquitoes had to take part in a race, butterflies, honeybees, and plenty of other insects would leave them far behind. At the same time, this speed is still high compared to the skater size. If you were that fast, you'd move at 200 mph. In any case, even though mosquitoes travel unhurriedly, their mass is so small that a raindrop doesn't splash after the collision. It flows around the bug without interrupting its flight. The only thing that can protect you from being bitten is the wind. If it's faster than 1 mph, mosquitoes can't fly. They prefer to feed at dawn and dusk. That's when the wind usually calms down and it gets more humid. If you have an opportunity to stay inside at these times, you'll save some blood. If a mosquito finds an uncovered patch of skin, it'll definitely go for it. But their preferred spots are around your head and feet. Scientists believe it has something to do with your body's temperature and the number of sweat glands in those places. When a skater bites you, it literally risks its life. It needs almost 3 minutes to get enough blood to feel full. And how successful the process is depends on the insect's luck and its saliva. The most difficult part is the moment when the mosquito pierces your skin. At that moment, you feel a stinging pain and are likely to squish the bug. That's why, immediately after biting you, the mosquito injects its saliva. It's made up of more than 100 components. Most of them stop your blood from clotting, so the bug can drink as much as it wants. Other components, called enzymes, serve as an anesthetic. Once they're in, you don't feel anything, but only until the bug leaves. After that, you start feeling all the itching horror of its bite. If you feel like scratching the offended spot non-stop, you're allergic to mosquito enzymes, but it's nothing to worry about. Most people are. By the way, the ones that leave itchy red bumps on your skin are female mosquitoes. Males stick to vegan products like fruit and nectar and wish you no harm. There are many mosquito species you don't have to be worried about. Not only do their males feed on nectar, females' diets is pretty much plant-based too. The only time when they might go after you is when they're ready to reproduce. Your blood contains proteins, liquids, and other nutrients needed for their eggs to form. Some mosquitoes won't bother you because they're only interested in animals. There are bugs that bite only birds and those that feed on amphibians and reptiles. So, don't get surprised if one day a mosquito lands on your pooch and ignores you. Most skiers get born in damp places and stay there throughout their lives. Females need just a few inches of standing water to lay eggs. Some species even breed in puddles left after rainstorms. After tiny larvae grow up, they keep living in the area. But then there are salt marsh mosquitoes. Unlike the rest, which can travel no more than 3 members, these fly huge distances up to 100 miles. That's how picky they are about the place to settle down. Researchers used to think that only male mosquitoes could track their potential mate's wing beats. It turns out, though, that females listen for suitable partners, too. When a male and female mosquito meet, their wing beats synchronize. Their wings begin to move at the same speed, and this speed can reach 300 to 600 beats per second. And that explains the irritating buzzing sound most people dread. But wouldn't our world be a better place without mosquitoes? These insects are ancient. Researchers once discovered a 46-million-year-old fossil of a mosquito whose belly was still filled with blood. And recent studies claim these bugs have been around for more than 200 million years. It means mosquitoes are among the world's toughest species. They're almost impossible to wipe out. Come to think of it, you get bitten by the same creature that once bit dinosaurs. Well, I thought it was a cool fact. Mosquitoes aren't that bad either. Out of more than 3,000 existing species, no more than 200 feed on people. Mosquito larvae clean water by eating waste it contains. Skiers even pollinate flowers. Several types of mosquitoes have a crucial ecological role. They gather in huge buzzing clouds in Arctic Russia and become the main food source for migrating birds. Scientists who made needles less painful were inspired by the mosquito's mouthpiece, proboscis. It's not just a sharp straw through which the insect draws blood. The thing consists of 6 separate thin parts protected by an outer layer. Some of these pieces are extra sharp to cut through your skin. Something else to consider as you hear that certain buzzing sound while trying to go to sleep. Sweet dreams. That's it for today. So, hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the secret.